Heartbroken. Heartbroken. Last night, we officially got the news that Sonny has decided to leave Tottenham, and it's sad seeing it happening in real life. Like, it's really hard to explain. I knew this was coming. You could tell by his demeanour throughout this whole pre-season. He just didn't seem the same, and I think he said it himself in this press conference that he did last night with Thomas Frank when he announced the fact he was leaving Spurs. He knew that his fans spotted the fact that he wasn't acting the same, and he made this decision a while ago, according to himself, that it was to leave Spurs. I think we saw the rumours with LAFC coming along throughout the summer, so I think most of us knew this was going to happen. It still doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, because this guy, I think, is one of the biggest legends of the club. Like, what he's done for us over 10 years is absolutely insane. And weirdly enough, I don't know why, this hurts a little bit more than the Harry Kane one, which you wouldn't really normally expect, because, Harry Kane, he was sort of, grew up playing for Spurs, this, that and the other. But the way Harry Kane left just felt a little bit abrupt, like so close to the start of the season. Whereas this Sonny one, he's like capped it off with the Europa League win as the captain. I think it just means so much more for like what he was able to do for the club. So to actually wake up this morning and just see hundreds of messages and tweets and whatever of Sonny's officially decided to leave the club is, yeah, man, it's really heartbreaking to read, because I love him. And I think, look, if we go through some of these posts now, so we can see what was said. There you go. Six hours ago, so last night, Sonny Good has asked to leave Tottenham Hotspur this summer. There you go, from Fabrizio as well. Son's decided to leave Tottenham Hotspur. Players informed Spurs management and also the new manager Thomas Frank. Negotiations underway with MLS side LAFC, as he was approached by Saudi clubs in May. I've asked to leave Spurs. My decision has been made. I did my best here, and I need a fresh challenge now. It's the most difficult decision of my life. I came to London as a kid, and now I leave as a young man. Son, I came to North London as a kid, a boy who couldn't speak English. I leave this club as a young man. Thanks to all the Spurs fans who have given me so much love. Quote here from that Chris posted. It was the most difficult decision I have made in my career. Such amazing memories. It was so hard to make the decision. I need a new environment to push myself. I need a little bit of change. 10 years is a long time. I came to North London as a kid, 23 years old, such a young age. I leave this club as a grown man, a very proud man. I want to say thank you to all the Spurs fans for giving me so much love. I hope this goodbye is also good timing, and this is the right time to make the decision. I hope everyone can accept and respect that. Oh, Sonny, please stay forever. Obviously, we had Thomas Frank reacting to the news as well, because I think he was in the same press conference as him. For me personally, I would have loved to have worked with fantastic person and player. He's a true Spurs legend in every aspect. One of the greatest players to play in the Premier League. It's never easy to find the perfect timing. And me coming in from the side, it makes it a bit easier to end on a high, and which is right. I mean, it's a big change now to Thomas Frank. We kind of need to rebuild in a sense. Sonny capping it all off, winning the Europa League as captain, is just such a good way to go. Sonny, I spoke with only a few guys. They'll be disappointed in a respectful way. I'm very close with Ben, so we have spoken about the future, but he respected my decision. It's hard to tell my teammates, as you're spending almost more time with them than your family. People would be disappointed, but in a happy way. That was my feeling, but I don't know what the actual feeling is. No, I'm sure all the players... We're losing a legend here, to be honest, even if it is technically the right time to move on. So many young players. I think Lancashire literally said it the other day, just how much Sonny helps every single player that comes into this club, which I'm glad that Ben sort of does the same thing as well, to be honest with you. So yeah, he's going to be a big miss in the dressing room, let alone just what a quality player he has been for the last 10 years. And I thought that when I found out the news, I thought this might have been the case with the decision leaving. So Sonny said on his decision to leave, it's been quite a while since I made the decision to leave the club, as we kind of saw, with the way he didn't really look the same at all in these preseason games. You can see he didn't come across as happy. The refusal to put the armband on when Romero was trying to give it to him, little things like that, you could tell he had already decided. Although the decision has been made, I want to make good memories with the fans in our 2 days here. Yeah, so Thomas Frank confirmed as well, actually, that Sonny will be starting and will be captaining the side in tomorrow's game against Newcastle, because obviously it's in South Korea. And I watched the video this morning. Frank was basically saying how Sonny... this could be his last game, and what a way to go out. I think the way he's saying that is basically this is his last game. I think even though Sonny says I haven't made a decision on where I'm going next, I truly believe he has basically already signed off on going LAFC, to be honest with you. And all the reports today are suggesting that the club are willing to kind of just let Sonny choose and leave off his own accord. I think there were big offers from Saudi, but I don't think he wanted to go there. I think he had the World Cup in mind, and I think LA makes the perfect amount of sense, right? Because obviously the World Cup's in America, Mexico, and Canada next year. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure LA have a massive, massive South Korean community as well. So I couldn't think of a better place for you to kind of go and be a star man and be that guy for the next year until the World Cup, because I believe I saw Sonny say this morning that this is potentially, or most likely, his last World Cup, so kind of needs a big season. And look, if he stayed at Spurs, the odds are he would have had a bit part. He wouldn't have been a regular starter, and I just don't think that it probably would have been best for him to stay with the World Cup coming up. So it all makes sense, really. So that's the actual news segment. I just wanted, like, from a personal point of view, man, Sonny's created so many insane memories. That Puskas winning goal against Burnley, the one against Chelsea when he ran all the way down the right side and mugged David Luiz off. Some of the absolute worldies that he scored from outside the box. I mean, this guy probably has one of the best, if not the best, goal catalogues ever, for being honest. I think the only player that comes close is Gareth Bale, and we've managed to witness both of them at Spurs. It's absolutely insane. I mean, this top as well I actually love. So my girlfriend got this like custom, almost like graffiti Sonny Spurs top from last year. You can kind of see it there. It's got the it's got Son Heung-Min with him on the back. Like, little things like these are just class. I'm glad to I think that might be his legacy number as well. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong, but I think that's his legacy number. But all of this stuff, like, and captaining us to win the Europa League, this stuff is going to live on forever. In fact, where is it? Got the programme for us winning it. Absolutely class. Front and centre. And then also this wicked, wicked poster that someone made. That night in Bilbao. Proper, like, old school film poster style. Sonny, this... Oh, I can't point. There we go. Sonny, this. Thank you. Thank you so much, because this is actually just insane that I can say that we're Europa League champions, and I've seen this in my lifetime, and it's all thanks to you and the work that you've done. So thank you so much for that. And it might sound weird, but to be honest, I think I owe a lot to where I am because of Sonny, and that sounds really weird and like cliche or whatever, but it's strange. I've never met him. I would absolutely love to meet him. It's been a dream of mine to actually conduct like an interview with him and just discuss him about his time at Spurs, but I genuinely don't think I'd be where I am without what Sonny's done for the club. And I'll explain this for this to make sense, because it's not like just some random thing. But basically, for those that might be unaware, I am a professional video editor. I work for a production company who actually won 2 awards this year, which is pretty insane. The whole like butterfly effect of like how I got there, like that one decision and one thing led to that moment, was all started when I started just making YouTube videos about Spurs at university. Back then, I was a self-taught video editor. I was just making random videos. I wasn't studying it. I was studying economics at uni, something completely different. And it was only then I sort of decided, well, you know what? I'm a Spurs season ticket holder. I'll go week in, week out. Why don't I film going to the games? Because that's my two worlds colliding, right? I love film. I love editing. I love video. I also love Spurs. Why don't I put those two together? And obviously around that time was when we had Pochettino and we were doing really well in the league as well. And like Sonny, just everything, whenever he did anything, it just blew up on YouTube. It was absolutely wild. So the fact that the channel was doing well at the time because of what Sonny was doing on the pitch helped me get seen by Billy Wingrove at the F2 Freestylers. And that's when I finished uni, I started editing for them. Completely fresh out of uni, no video experience in the real world, all because Billy's a Spurs fan and got noticed because of my videos, because of the fact that Son was doing so well at Spurs and the videos were performing really well because of Sonny, really. That I then got to work for the F2 Freestylers for just under a year, I think maybe like 8-9 months, went freelance, and because of my time at the F2 Freestylers, I then got in contact with Calix because we had mutuals that he knew that I worked with. And ever since then, I've been working for his production company and it's going extremely well. So in a very like weird way, if Sonny wasn't at the club scoring the goals that he was, I'm not sure if the videos would have done anywhere near as well as they did. I would never have become a professional video editor. So it's mad, man. It's mad when you like really deep things like that. Like, how weird is that? A footballer I've never met that plays for my football club could potentially have been the reason why I've ended up becoming a professional video editor. It's wild. It is wild. But yeah, I just want to say, like, Sonny, we love you. I mean, the Spurs fan base absolutely adore you. And I hope this is the right move for you, especially if you go to LAFC, which I think you probably will. One of the greatest players. Everyone says he's an absolute stand-up guy. And we're going to probably miss him a lot, man. Not having Kane and Sonny the last couple of years. Obviously losing Kane 2 years ago, and now Sonny. That's two of the best players I've ever seen in my life at Spurs. So yeah, it's going to be sad, but I think it's probably the right thing for us and him to move on. And I look forward to seeing him captain against Newcastle in the friendly tomorrow, as potentially his last game for Spurs. All right, guys, I will see you in the next analysis video. Maybe it's not going to be as emotional as this one. See you later.